Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today, now Wednesday, number 11 day for this month of October 2023. My name na Capo Daniel, una own countryman, sense past king, Mr. No Connie. Una welcome to our daily podcast, a program where they bring una the truth. It bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help we as we work out for this journey to our freedom, to the independence of Ambazonia. Our good people in Ambazonia, in our refugee camps, in our IDP camps, and those in Kondengi concentration camps, and all the prisons of La République du Cameroon, when I receive revolutionary greetings. The eye for the whole war, it done turned for the Middle East, as Israel did respond for an attack where it be described as terrorist attack from Hamas, where it be officially designated as a terrorist group for inside Israel. The American warship, it done land for corner Israel. They done deliver Israel highly sophisticated weapon them in their offensive for revenge, the attack and the kidnapping of over 200 Israelis, people them where them be taken into the Gaza Strip. We don't get few messages from some of our country people them where they ask them, say, why all man it turn nana for Israel? Any news where they turn them, it turn for Israel, no man they talk about anything again. Even the Ukraine war where it still go on, it don't become a second news, not just so the war it work. There are people then way they get consequence internationally, country then way they get consequence in international matters. Now their attention where all man they always follow them. So the more country, if you do something, if it effect changes, now their priority where the whole war it look them because they know nothing of the way thing go happen. So wait till America the focus for the most part it become now the headline all over the world for all newspaper them and for all politicians them and all researchers them, because they be most influential for international politics with other countries them also not left behind. We could take a particular episode for educate our people about the international war order and the way things work and the proposition of Russia and the other countries who are proposing a bipolar system. I think that education will be overdue and we go engage in our research work on that for our people them as well. For inside La République du Cameroon, some group for teacher then they way they call them na OTS. Na group for teacher then where they run join for protest because plenty time then they way Cameroon in need to pay salary for teacher them within their country. They call on a 2-week strike where it go close all Cameroon government school them across their national territory, and so it will likely affect Ambazonia, make our people then take note. La République du Cameroon, they not get money for even pay teacher an essential service for citizen them, let alone make some man get hope say one day that's on country that way if he can support Ambazonia or rebuild Ambazonia. There is no hope for La République. There is no hope in La République. Still for La République, their trade union for transportation, they ran decide to say they go enter for inside strike starting from October 19 because La République it don't refuse or it don't ignore all proposal them for fixed road them way it cause major deaths for road traffic them way they for Douala Road and several road them way it don't take hundreds of lives each year repeatedly. All the proposition where they don't make them for their government, they don't reject them or they don't just ignore them. People they see die. It show now irresponsibility at the highest over for a very small problem where they will fix them. Their transportation sector they would go on strike. Make this one a remind we of the type of country who would face them and for know for sure say any promise we that ever come up for La République or na fake. A radio director when they call an Radio Santo, very famous radio for Yaoundé and Douala, they ran see the director two way they ran beat them almost dead, the same like Martinez Zogo. It is shown that the murder, lack of freedom of speech in La République du Cameroon and the impunity where their government it use them for destroy their people their right. No be a type of government who will get them for our country, especially like second class or third class citizen them. Huge mudslide it don't take part for inside Yaoundé from Bankolo. The citizen them for they never get even help for caterpillar for their government for can help for carry the debris them. They don't carry them with their hand. Na capital that for La République du Cameroon for Yaoundé. Their government is not be capable for display military equipment them where they get them. No be say something where they need for borrow am, for take care of their own citizens them. Let alone some man go dream say one day Cameroon can't take care for anybody anywhere. Cameroon na a comedy country, na a country of chop broke pot. Even their president Paul Biya Iran signed later for instruct the government me they help the victim them for the Bankolo landslide. One for ask himself, say if a government send caterpillar them, send rescue worker them, would see them for all over the war. When big landslide in the day, even army them where they supposed to go fight in a war, they put down their gun for go help people them. So if a country send its own military and equipment them, me they help for clear debris, for look for dead people them, for landslide. Now their own citizens that they move people for inside gutter, under house them with their bare hands them, with no triage. And then their president says he be involved. No be ashamed that. So the people then go feel say they go don't take the money for bank, can't hand them for people their hand. It go work. It no go work because if a government it be so useless, no be the money way then talk to the president it don't give it go touch any money hand. It go see go for the scammer them within the system. And how can a whole president send a letter to his government when there is no government on the ground to help the people them for his own country? And if any man for they go feel believe say the help go come one day for the victim for Bankolo, me then turn back then look for all the victims the way the Paul Biya it don't make promise. Cameroon na a country with no credibility, na a shit whole country, the most corrupt place for the world where no help go ever come out for Cameroon. I want to make our people that know this one very, very well. As we would fight for our survivor, would then inside the hand of the devil themselves, would be under the hand of the gulags, the worst country on earth. Now then they on top of our head would then be colonized, recolonized by the worst of the worst. So we are in a very precarious situation, my country people them. And we need to walk this way and this path, knowing our reality, that this is what we face. As we fight for our freedom, we should take it very, very seriously. We have to do everything humanly possible to get away from these people. This 1st of October, our population didn't display resilience that has never been seen before. The embrace of the Anglophone identity that have been fashioned, embraced as Ambazonia. Ambazonia, my nationality. Ambazonia, my pride. This pride, we must do everything possible to make it come to pass someday, somehow. I get some few people then where they don't engage with me for talk say, why are over hammer Ayabacho concerning the killing for Insa Gozang? Now because it be unprecedented. When something be unprecedented, we need to take unprecedented step. It don't be in a series of crimes the more than see for ground zero. Now why that we need to hit them very, very hard. And the more they try to push people them for back, say me they can begin sabotage, blackmail, the more we could stand up for hold the principle them because it be very, very important. And make una know, say one of the first information where they began for we want to do for Canada. Now say the international community no be only appreciate the presentations and the strong defense why we stand for principle them for this struggle for defend on human right, from the incidents in Kumba to the ones in Lebialem. They even credited those actions as one of those things where give the international community hope for give Ambazonia the Canadian talk. So make una know say this principle then be very important. The things they will stand for and the things they will project them for our population and for the international community. Yes, our rhetoric matters. The world is watching us. The world listen to everything we say and they take it seriously and they take it into their own calculation. There are two things and where it go on for Ambazonia. You get one conference where it come for America, for Canada, and then you also get an initiative where Reverend Assange it push and forth for try for reconcile Ambazonians. I they take reserve for these two initiatives them, but I go engage our population as my responsibility as the most credible Ambazonian leader for educate them on way to way it happen. Concerning the process where Reverend Assange it gam, everything it be good. The Canadian conference it be very good as well. But sometimes we need to still address some which way they try to do. Reverend Assange try to reconcile people. Them, he talk for people they be done ever talk before. He talk in a genuine manner. They talk say Ambazonian they really need to come together for forgive each other. And this one no be what them way any man we get normal brain if he ignore them. I will play part of a message where a group they put them for outside make our people them hear.
By reconciling with each other, we must reconcile before we heal wounds. We must reconcile before people feel trust each other. Because if we never reconcile, acknowledge the fact, say, you don't talk until where your brother vex, your sister vex, you make it come up for this struggle, you're outing on social media or your audio, or you don't do for group where you don't write something where you make some person exit or leave the group because of frustration. If we not acknowledge the fact, say we don't hurt each other for this struggle, then we will continue for the wine time over and over for no good reason.
That one a Reverend Assange voice. The other one the one where Mark Barata is the promoter and too for social media. I think it be the major Ambazonian leader way there for the group for Canada where they try for project them. The other people then dinner for background. So I go just mention it not be say at the target or at the put naive for forefront. For highlight them, but he be one of the major activists them way he talk on behalf of the conference so it could take place for Canada. Now, for all our country people, then this is what we need for know. The motivation behind any initiative will determine how that initiative it will be successful. And whether an initiative will be successful just for the purpose where it be created, it be important. But even more important now, which additional value that initiative will get them for our struggle. We no say we no go ever replace functionality with conference. That means say some people then there for this struggle way, then feel say now for go for conference them they go get position, they go secure their position. One conference where it don't pass, where for fine over, now the one for activism for Finland. It can end up say the main motivation where will be know even before it start, where it can prove true. Now say Mark Barata it be one always be the spokesman for this struggle. And they can make it spokesman for day. What has Mark Barata spoken on behalf of Ambazonia? Did he talk about anything that anybody can remember in any meaningful way? Has he addressed anything that is in any meaningful way? Is he actually speaking for Ambazonian activists? When you are talking about activists in Ambazonia, you are talking about Innocent Chia, Bo Herbert, John Baokoro, Capo Daniel, Lucas Asu, Man Najela. You are talking about everybody. The guy in Canada there, who stand with the Babila Tita. Everybody, whether they have different opinion or not, but everybody who have championed to put his face out there to speak on behalf of Ambazonia, irrespective of their political affiliation, is an activist for our struggle. That means you are active. Many of the activists are not still activists because they are not active. Definition of an activist means you are active. So that in itself failed because instead of us looking for people who fit a definition to invite them, we always, in every conference, look for people that are in our group or that will support our hidden agenda. And it always fails. The one in Canada is motivated and is called by people who were left out in the Canadian talks. How can a group of people who did not represent our struggle in the highest level diplomatically, who are not currently engaged in the highest level diplomatically, be able to unite us to lead us anywhere? And instead of them to do a conference in a place where it will respect diplomatic protocol, organizing a conference in Canada right now breaches diplomatic protocol in Ambazonia. I be that explain for una say when we be there for Switzerland initiative, it will be official and internationally recognized. All man be avoid Switzerland for do even protest when Paul Biya be go for day. Because na protocol, we know what me be like say Switzerland it support Ambazonia because their government it be they always indicate those type of sensitivity them. Now the same thing for Canada. We know if we go to organize any major conference for inside Canada, it no be good diplomatically. So if the people then way them be left out for Canada, they the one do this struggle now because they want to come back inside the limelight or they want to become more relevant, it is a wrong approach. The right thing for us that can bring all Ambazonians together, which is what I had submitted and all the leaders who were in Canada had adopted, is the All Anglophone Conference. All Anglophone, listen to me, not all Ambazonian, all Anglophone. We need to distinguish between Ambazonia, Anglophone, Southern Cameroon, former British Southern Cameroon. All are distinct names. We are Anglophone. Why? Because it depicts everybody. Not every Anglophone wants to be called an Ambazonian. Not every Ambazonian wants to be called a Southern Cameroonians. Not every Southern Cameroonians want to be called a West Cameroonians. But we know the reality of West Cameroon, that legally speaking, we are the people of West Cameroon. But because we are revolting against this system, we want to call ourselves a name that is against the Cameroon government, and that will be more inclusive. So calling us the Anglophone or English-speaking people is more suitable. And I advise a lot of our people the way they be confused internationally when someone they ask you say which country where you come out, they know one for call Cameroon. So one they fear for call Ambazonia because of Cameroon diplomatic relationship and the way Cameroon defied we. I always advise people them. Me too, I don't go through those issues. When I meet some person, he asks me, where are you coming from? I say I come from English Cameroon. Then it will be easy for me to explain myself. Before I talk say I come out from Ambazonia, and then I go start to talk say Ambazonia come on side. You say Ambazonia now this you go start explain long story. But they show our flag. But when I say I'm coming from English Cameroon, it is easy for me to explain them. So the right way what way if we bring all man together now Anglophone, because even Anglophone the way they know now federalists they go feel comfortable. I be tell so one of our leader them where I get conversation yesterday. Say be important, make we be inclusive. Make we know say everybody will be against poor beer, na person way if he help we. Any struggle way win, na struggle way be able to gather all the enemies of our enemy. Meaning they for our side. Isolate the enemy, poor beer and the regime and Cameroon. When you even isolate them, let poor beer succeed for isolate we from everybody and our own hardliners them. Federalists, they run turn against we. Political parties, they run turn against we. Journalism, they run turn against we. All man know they run turn against we. How you go feel win a war like that? By isolating everybody. Go back, go there, you only with your soldier them. Hey, now my people, now them now my soldier them. People where they carry gun. No. We need to be inclusive. So the only thing we have to tell Ambazonia them, our position when we make the proposition for the international community for a devolution as a solution for our struggle, we go secure our independence in the future. Our main calculation is that it is impossible to bring all Ambazonian leadership and organization that are known today together. It is not possible. While they have taken and adopted official policies and positions that are contradictory with each other. The AGC of Ayabacho, their position has said they don't reject Seseko a declaration of independence. They call them Nana a reaffirmation of other people their own declaration of independence. Now he bring that bad blood between them. So Ayabacho cannot come and say that he recognized Seseko declaration of independence. He go always use Connie for talk say you do this way. For the IG, they don't take a position where it not be legal, it not be attainable by claiming exclusive right of a government. It be normal for create a government in a revolution. That is not a problem. God the Dinka organization like a government also. The ROA. The problem now when you claim exclusive right, now it be the problem. Can the IG be capable of saying that they don't have exclusive right to represent our country? I don't believe they can. Can the AGOFC accept that Seseko declaration of independence is the proper independence that have been granted to us? Can they affirm Seseko's leadership? They cannot. Can Chris Anu be able to affirm the leadership of Sako? He probably can, maybe. Can Sako also give up the issue of exclusive leadership? It is just not possible. So, how can we come together so that we can have harmony and attract the right attention that can be required for us to have independence? I don't believe we are capable of doing that because we have been divided so much and blood have flown. Is the Sako and Chris Ano will apologize about the killing of our people in Bui? They cannot. They will never take responsibility. Can Ayabacho come out and say that, okay, we had lied, when Paul Biya declared war, it was because there were 5 people that were killed in Ayomojok. That it was not even the ADF who done that job. Ayomojok has never had an ADF commander. We know the group. It was a group that Success in Congo actually claimed responsibility over that group, but we know he's not the controller of that particular group. So we know all the lies everybody have made. For you to reconcile and really ask for forgiveness, you have to face all these things that are in the heart of people. Otherwise, only the international community is capable of bringing us together like they did in Canada. We did not come together in Canada because we wanted to. It is because the Canadians brought us together. So can Ambazonian really reconcile? Will Ayabacho come out? When you disagree with anybody, you want to call the person the enemy. Call him Idi work with La Republique instead of addressing the content and of your disagreement. Are we capable of rational thinking? We just not can do that because we have a crap mentality. That is why I had suggested that because of our internal dynamic, we must consider a devolution situation of autonomy where we will have a secured borders, we will have our territorial integrity and our national identity, because that is what our people have held above everything. In everything they have argued, but in our identity, nobody have questioned. In our aspiration, nobody have questioned. In our group and our partisanship, there is confusion. Can Reverend Assange be able to reconcile Ambazonians? For the IG to look at Ayabacho and confess to him and say that we are sorry that we said that you were working for La Republique. Look General Efang and say that we are sorry to say that you were working with La Republique, you are La Republique. Can Lucas Asu come out and apologize to Capo Daniel for the lies that they have been telling and even trying to assassinate my family by instigating assassination to my family? Can we do that? Is it possible? Can our forces in Ground Zero come together under one leadership? They cannot. Look at General Bushrambo. General Bushrambo have over 800 soldiers. People are telling him to go and be under somebody else. Do you think you accept? Look at General Sagat. Look at General Efang. Look at Grandpa for Bali. Only when they be even come self said they want make election for the Ground Zero group for APLC. All general the way they lost election where they be named mafia, they for the all man withdraw it back because they see that thing they say na mafia. If we get any conference, na mafia will take place. So we are not ready to be able to have outright independence. We are not. Because of our crap mentality, which is not something I will blame Ambazonia. It is just part of slave mentality. When you come from slavery, you need time to really prepare yourself and the psychology of your people. We cannot even uphold principle. Yesterday, we saw the Cameroon agent on Equinox. His name is Robert Kedia. He went on Equinox to say that the people in Gozan who were killed were blacklegs and they were working with him. We know for sure, say this man is not be credible. But because this man he make this statement and he work for DDR, so when they go out na a big campaign for them, they actually campaign for newspapers and all the big social media group. They made them share this video. But for Ambazonia, we don't share them for them free. When I remember, Sakobe even created the blue and white army for help for fight other Ambazonian group them. And they become na a main channel for La Republique DDR for begin give them material for fight their enemy then they. So they begin to share enough for become na La Republique agent them. In effect, today we see AGC, they don't become the same. Now they share this man in video. They forget for no say as their intention of fight Capo Daniel, where they go share the man in video where they talk say that people that go down they be in a black leg, even when all evidence they show say they no be in a black leg. Where to where they inadvertently do na say they work for La Republique, because where to be the main message where they share and where this man, where this Robert Kedia they talk am. This Robert Kedia they talk na the Cameroon narrative. Say one, Ambazonian fighter they na terrorism, then be rejected by the population. And the Cameroon military, they get the support of the population. We will not say a lie. The reason why Cameroon government they frustrate now because population they support them. Their minister they talk them every day. Their governor they talk them every day. General Buba they talk them every day. They don't get the support for the population now. Why the Ambazonian and be able for open camp in populated areas and survive till today. So the reason, and that is our biggest point internationally. We will tell the world say the population in dinner would we they know they will La Republique. La Republique they talk the same. So now, because you want to fight Capo, you go now for go share a message where it destroy the whole struggle. Now, true way Bible talks say, one sin, when you commit one sin, you need life to cover the sin. You need another life to cover the sin. At the end of the day, you need to commit a murder. So because you want to fight Capo Daniel, you did not work for La Republique. Now, now share La Republique. Tomorrow they will talk, say, when I be La Republique, their proxy. When I go to talk, when I go to argue with people who are sharing the message of La Republique, Mr. Robert Kedia, the message from the DDR. It is the egg of C today. Why? Because they think that they want to fight their enemy. So now see how foolish. But this is normal because Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, a mistake for say, if he talks, say the thing with slave mentality, and I say the slave will always take the side of the oppressor inadvertently because of his psychological makeup. So we will always make this mistake. But any true freedom fighter, any genuine man will never use something that comes from the enemy. You should avoid at all costs anything that comes from the enemy. Know that it is meant to destroy you. It is a Trojan horse. You may receive it and thinking that it will help you to fight your enemy. But at the end of the day, all of you will die because the enemy does not love you as well. So for the people that share this video as evidence, say the people that go down, they will be in a black leg, shame on you. Which are the evidence where the ADF then provide them? Because the one happened after. Any man where he can't take the job for can't keep people in the public, also get the responsibility for explaining for public. And any man get for do his own investigation before you can talk. You know if you go quote na the enemy. Because you know say the enemy there for manipulate una. So that one aside, we know say some foolish people then they way na their job that foolishness. But you know go get them anywhere. The main point I say we need an all Anglophone conference. We'll get a lot of big brain them, a lot of people the way they ran should done and quiet, a lot of people the way they ran be isolated, a lot of people the way they ran lost hope in leadership. But all of us we agree, say our people they ran uphold their identity strong, irrespective of all this. We get a duty to come together as a one people for one territory and decide our way forward. And we will do that even to accept the name of a country. For us to become Ambazonia or whatever name we choose, it will not be because somebody adopted it or a group organization adopted it. It will be that the country will collectively, through a process that is democratic, will embrace it and have a chance to input what they want to input so that they can own it. Capo Daniel, looking out for you, signing off.